is a respected, wealthy, old nobleman who lives in Messina, Italy. Leonardo is the father of Hero and the uncle of Beatrice. He's the governor of Messina, and he's second in social power only to Don Pedro.
The beautiful young daughter of Leonardo and the cousin of Beatrice. Hero is lovely, gentle, and kind. She falls in love with Claudio when he falls for her, but when Don John slanders her and Claudio rashly takes revenge, she suffers terribly.
Claudio is a young soldier who's won great acclaim fighting under Don Pedro during the recent wars. Claudio falls in love with Hero when he returns to Messina. His unfortunately suspicious nature makes him quick to believe evil rumors and hasty to despair and take revenge.
Beatrice is Leonardo's niece and Hero's cousin. She is a pleasant-spirited lady with a very sharp tongue. She is generous and loving, but like Benedict, she mocks other people with elaborately tooled jokes and puns. She wages a war of wits against Benedict and often wins with the battles. At the outset of the play, she appears content never to marry.
Benedict is an aristocratic soldier who has recently been fighting under Don Pedro. He's a friend of Don Pedro and Claudio. He's quite witty and always making jokes and puns. He carries on a merry war of wits between Beatrice, but at the beginning of the play he swears he will never fall in love or marry. Don John is the illegitimate brother of Don Pedro. He's melancholy and sullen by nature, and he creates a scheme to ruin the happiness of Hero and Claudio. He's a villain of the play, and his evil actions are motivated by his envy of his brother's social authority.
Don Pedro is a longtime friend of Leonardo, Hero's father, and is also close to the soldiers who have been fighting under him, the younger Benedict and the very young Claudio. Don Pedro is generous, courteous, intelligent, and loving to his friends, but he is also quick to believe evil of others and hasty to take revenge. He is the most politically and socially powerful character in the play.
Don Pedro, Benedict, and Claudio come back from war.
Since Claudio is shy and Leonardo is Don Pedro's close friend, Don Pedro proposes a trick. At the costume ball to be held that night, Don Pedro will disguise himself as Claudio and declare his love to Hero. He will then talk with Leonardo, her father, which should enable Claudio to win Hero without difficulty. Full of plans and excitement, the three friends head off to get ready for the ball. Claudio, a young nobleman, falls in love with Hero, Leonardo's daughter, and they decide to get married.
Benedict, another nobleman, and Beatrice, Hero's cousin, pretend to fight when they are actually in love.
Don John, Don Pedro's half-brother, wants to cause trouble. He gets his companion Baracchio to hook up with Margaret in Hero's room.
Sneaky Don John makes sure that Claudio and Don Pedro are there at the right moment to witness the hookup.
Night guardsmen overhear Baracchio loudly bragging about ruining Claudio and Hero's marriage. On Claudio and Hero's wedding day, Claudio accuses Hero of being unfaithful. No one believes she is innocent.
The wedding transforms into chaos. Leonardo and the shaken Hero ask what Claudio means. Claudio tells Leonardo in front of everyone in the church that the night before, Claudio, Don Pedro, and Don John watched Hero talk with a gross man at her window. This man has also confessed to having sexual encounters with Hero many times before. Don Pedro supports Claudio's accusations, and they, together with Don John, accuse Hero of being a tramp. Leonardo says he wants to commit suicide. Poor Hero faints from the stress, and her family pretends she has died from grief while they wait for the situation to play out.
Night guardsmen overhear Baracchio loudly bragging about ruining Claudio and Hero's marriage. Claudio finds out that Hero is innocent and is sad because he thinks she is dead.
As punishment, Leonardo, Hero's father, makes Claudio tell everyone in the city that Hero is innocent.
Claudio is set to marry Hero's cousin, who is said to look a lot like her.
Hero takes off her veil and reveals herself. Claudio is very happy.
Benedict proposes to Beatrice. They argue and then agree to get married.
Hero, Claudio, Benedict, and Beatrice all dance, and then they have a double wedding.